Alright, here it is, my 2007 Honda Civic Si FG2. Came with the k20 in it. I got it about 2 months ago. When I first got it, it basically looked exactly like it looks now. The only difference is I took the front red badge off because I can't stand those. And same thing with the rear. I replaced it with the OEM. Still has the SI badge on it. I'm in my garage today because it's pretty windy out, so it's not going to be a very good video out there. But it was already dropped on Rev 9s, I believe it was, and it came with these RPF 1s. I think I said that right, but it came with them, and it came with these brand new tires on them. They're a little dirty right now. It's now missing a stud because it came loose, so I popped it out. But I'm actually going to take these spacers out. It has 1/2-inch spacers, and I'm going to take them out. I don't like those. But although it did come with suspension, I ripped the suspension out and I put a D2 coilover setup. You can see the adjustable right there. Okay, then what I did was I put brakes all the way around. I did the rotors front and rears. I did the pads front and rears. I did 2 calipers. Let's see, there's the Skunk 2 camber kit. I put a Progress, I think it was a 22 or 24 millimeter sway bar on there. The only thing I haven't replaced in the rear is the trailing arm. And then in the front, I didn't replace the stock sway bar. But I did do some K-tuned ball joints and lower control arms. I got 2 new axles. This car has really been gone through completely. There's one of the new calipers. This is one that it was painted red. I sanded it and painted it and scuffed it and cleaned it and painted it, and still the red's popping back out, but whatever. I don't really care too much about that. Okay, see, all new axles, like I said. Okay, then what I did was I went through and I put, I don't know if you could see them, there we go, some accuity bushings in there. I changed the detent springs and the gear selectors that are inside the transmission. I put a hybrid racing shifter in here with the Merlin shift knob. I also have the longer shaft, which is the one I actually use the most, even though it defeats the purpose of the short throw. The reason why I do it is because I have a bad back, so when I have this longer, it's like perfect length for me. I don't really have to bend over for it. And then if I want to fool around, I put the shorter one on. I also changed out the radio. It had one of those huge Android ones, and I don't like it. It's too distracting and I don't need all that, so I put a Pioneer in here, and it does Apple CarPlay and all that stuff. And my wife gifted me this beautiful Grip Royal steering wheel. This is a custom made one. I don't know if it's going to pick up, but it has red metal flake as well as the regular, what they call silver, not silver, metal flake. Okay, I do have all the horn stuff, but I bought the wrong quick connect, so I had to order the correct one. I wasn't going to use one originally because I like the distance here, but I need to in order to get the horn to work, because the way it is now, when I hook up the horn, as soon as I screw these in, the horn starts honking because it's grounding straight into the hub. So what I did was temporarily I just put this little nub in here and I can honk it whenever I want, and it just hangs there. And this is from Steering Solutions, as you can see, and this is how I kept all of my steering controls and was able to switch out the steering wheel. Okay, so then what I did was I put the Hondata tune on here, and the valve cover was really shot, so I painted the valve cover, which I really shouldn't have even bothered, honestly, because like I said, some of where I live, I've only had the car for 2 months, and some of the things that I've painted have already started rusting because I'm upstate New York. So I cleaned everything up. It was in pretty rough shape when I got it, cleanliness wise. Although everything was solid, the car ran really good. It needed a really good cleaning. As you can see, it did sit before the last owner because it had some pitting and everything, but everything ran great. But never enough for me, so I switched out the intake. This is the Typhoon, the K&N, and the reason I didn't go with cold air is because, once again, where I live, I have a dirt road and it's just constantly spitting up dirt, and I didn't want to suck all that into the engine, so this is the one I went with. I did not change this out because a lot of people don't realize they go up to like over 400 horsepower, so there's no sense in swapping this out. You're just wasting money. Same thing with the K-tuned fuel rail. That's just prettiness. It doesn't do anything. You're not getting anything out of it besides looks. Why am I going to change that out and spend all the money? Okay, so I did go with the J35 throttle body. So this is an upgraded throttle body. And then that wasn't really enough for me, so I pulled the block out. This is the original K20 block, and I bought a JDM TSX motor, and I took the block and I put the block on the K20. So this is all K20 except for the block. This is the K24 K20 build, K20, K24, however you want to say it. So this block is a TSX block, and then I swapped all of this, is all the original SI. I have RDX injectors. These are 410 injectors. And new belts and all new gaskets. I broke the motor completely down and cleaned everything up. The only thing I didn't do is the pistons because the motor only had 50,000 miles on it. So if I had to guess, I don't know, maybe running about 240, 250 horse. I'm not really positive. I haven't dynoed it. But I really just wanted to build something, so I decided to do the K20, K24 build. The reason why I picked this particular Civic is because I was only going to settle for an SI or an Integra or something old like an EK or an EG, but the 9th gen, I don't like the downpipe. I don't like how the newer ones are only a 1.5. I prefer a naturally aspirated, but even if this is going to go turbo, this is already a K20 to start with, so turboing this is going to, you know, give you way more horsepower, which I probably am not going to do. I'm probably going to just drive it like this. I mean, it's a real good runner, and let me tell you, I swapped everything, started it up the first time, and it's been running since. I did have a little issue with my axle, but that was really my own fault. You can see how short the shifter is. Makes a little bit noise from the heat shield on the exhaust when I first started up, but that's the other thing. I did skunk 2 alpha headers, and when you do the skunk 2 alpha headers, you have to space out the motor mount on this a little bit, but so I got the skunk 2. Dropped a little bit lower than I want it to be. I want to get another mount to raise that up. And it comes back here to a full race exhaust. So I wanted this because I want it to sound classy, not too loud. Not into super loud. But as you can see, the car's in pretty good shape. I mean, I haven't really given the interior very much of a cleaning. I don't even think I've vacuumed it since I've owned it. I did wipe down the dashboard real quick, but let me turn this radio off real quick here. The annoying Honda beep, of course. Now I do have a airbag light on, but that's only because I don't know, I guess these are the wrong resistors. I've changed them out a couple of times and they just are not taking away the airbag light, but I can take it out on the tune. I just haven't taken the time to do that. So as you can see, no check engine lights, nice smooth. You can hear the heat shield rattling a little bit, but once it warms up, it'll quiet down. Yeah, that's annoying. There it goes. Alright, there it is. All warmed up, calmed down. Idling beautifully. And the swap was so easy, I literally took apart the TSX and then I pulled out the K20 and I pulled everything off, cleaned it up, swapped it right onto the block, the TSX block that's in there, but I'm just trying to give you a visual. With the SI head on it, and let me tell you, it was easy. It took me about a week by myself. Started up the first time, been running ever since. You can see no heat shield noise. It's not super loud, but when you get on it and that VTEC opens, man, there it is. questions or anything like that, let me know, and I'll answer them in the comments. I try to answer all the questions. Sometimes I don't get to them right away, but that's just because I'm not very internet savvy. Thanks for watching, and I'm probably going to be posting a video of exactly every part number and everything I used in order to do the swap, because I did get new parts only because I didn't want to put old timing chains on and oil pump chains and you know, stuff like that. This also has the RSX oil pump on it, so I mean, it's ready to go. It's fun as hell to drive, and thanks for watching my long video.